Okay, here we go. We're going to solve equations with distribution again. This is level 3. It's our last video for solving equations. All right, so, you knew it, right? Distribution on both sides. We can do it. Let's go ahead and put our line down here to keep everything kind of straight. Pick a good color, and here we go. Let's distribute that 4. So we're going to get the 24x. Distribute the other, the other 4, the same 4. 4 times 1 is 4. And let's just distribute again. So negative 2 times 2x. Oh, let's put the equal. Negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x. Negative 2 times 8 is negative 16. All right, we're going to be really tempted to keep going like, we're just on this roll. We're distributing. Negative 2 times 6 is like, no, don't do that. That 6 is all by its lonesome. It is not part of the party. It's not in the parentheses. So we're just going to bring down that plus 6. All right, now we've got, I know we got x on both sides, I hear you, but we've got to combine like terms. We have to look on both sides of the equation and see if we have any like terms. So we're going to look at this side and we're like, oh, we got some like terms, right? Let's get that lavender out. We've got negative 16 plus 6. We have to combine like terms on the same side of the equation before we do anything else. So let's see, we've got the negative 4x. Negative 16 plus 6 is negative 10. And then on this left side, there's no like terms to combine. We're just going to go ahead and rewrite it. All right, now we're at a 3-step equation. Remember these? Where we've got an x on this side and an x on this side. And you know which side I'm going to make them go on. I'm going to go ahead and add that negative 4x to both sides. So I'm going to add the 4x to this side, and this side, get those x's on the left side. So that's 28x plus 4. Those are gone. We got a negative 10, and now 2-step, right? A 2-step. All right, it looks like we're going to end up with some fractional answers. Oops, sorry, I'm just kind of like not showing my work. Let's go ahead and subtract 4 on both sides. We'll get 28x equals negative 14. And when I don't get random and tell little side stories, I go too fast, don't I? Slow me down. All right, let's go ahead and divide. Could you see this coming? All right, so here's what we're going to do. Pick up your calculator and hit that, my favorite button. My favorite button of all is that N over D, right? It looks like this, the N over D button. It's in the third row, second column. So go ahead and put the negative 14 on the top. Now, once again, when we see that negative there, we're going to do the button that looks like this, the negative button, the one that's at the very, very bottom, that white button down there. So we're going to put negative 14 on the top. We're going to put 28 on the bottom, and then hit enter, because what the calculator does is something cool. It will simplify fractions for us, right? So hopefully you're getting negative 1/2 as your answer, and we're good. Now, if you wanted to write that as negative 0.5, I'm all good with that, okay? All right, we just want to try to simplify our fractions whenever we can. Woo, 1 problem down. I think 2 more to go. All right, okay. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. We can't be like on autopilot. We have to really be paying attention, because look what they've done right here. This, we know we've got to distribute to get the 7x and the 4 out, right? You can't get out of a parenthesis unless you distribute. But okay, they're getting a little, whatever. Instead of putting a negative 1, they just put a minus, but we know that there's a minus 1 there. Now, here's the problem. See this negative 3x? It is by itself. We're going to ignore it right now. All right, so let's put our line down the middle, and let's start. I'm going to do a different color. Let's do some orange. All right, so I'm going to just bring down that negative 3x. It's by itself. I'm not doing anything with it right now. I am going to distribute the negative 1, all right? So it's like this is our little distribution problem, or distributive problem, whichever way, and we're just ignoring everything else. We're just focusing on that. So negative 1 times 7x is negative 7x. Negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. Okay, good, because our parentheses are gone, right? Let me see we're good. So then let's just bring down what no, we're going to distribute on the right side. So here we go. Negative 4 times 3x is negative 12x. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. All right, so once again, we have to be really careful. We have to look at both sides. Are there any like terms on this side? Yep. Are there any like terms on this side? Nope. So we don't have to do anything with the right side. In fact, we can just go ahead and just rewrite the right side because we're not doing anything with it. Let's get out our lavender and let's say, oh, negative 3x, negative 7x. I combine those two. In your calculator, you could say negative 3 minus 7, or you could say negative 3 plus negative 7. Either way, you're going to get negative 10, right? So I have negative 10x. I bring down the negative 4, the minus 4, because we didn't have to do anything. Now we've got a 3-step. And so we know how to do 3 steps, right? We go ahead, I'm going to want to move my negative 12x. We do that by adding 12x to this side and adding 12x to this side. So we've got negative 10 plus 12, so that's going to be a 2x. And then these go away, we got a negative 4. All right, 2-step, we know what to do, right? So we're going to go ahead and add 4 to both sides, and something really weird happens. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. It's okay to get 0. And so we still have to get rid of the 2. We're going to divide both sides. How many times does 2 go into 0? 0 times. If you don't believe me, go ahead and pick up your calculator. 0 divided by 2, or use that fraction button. 0 over any number is just 0. All right, one more to go. We can do it. All right, now here's where it gets really tricky, and this is where students usually make mistakes. See the 6 plus 3? It's like if we're not being mindful, we're just like, oh, 6 plus 3 is 9. No, 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 no. Okay, we can't do that. That 6 is by itself. That 3 is part of the distribution problem, all right? So we're going to bring down the 6, and we're going to distribute the 3. 3 times 2x, that's a 6x. 3 times negative 7, that's a negative 21. See this minus 2x? It's by itself. We're just going to bring it down. We're going to remember when we bring it down to bring down that minus sign. All right, we never did draw. Let's draw our line. I have a feeling we might need it. All right, we're going to bring our equal. And then our 5x just sitting there being very patient. All right, it looks like we got a lot of like terms on the left side. So let's get the lavender out. And let's see. We've got a 6x and a minus 2x. That's going to give us what? A 4x. And then let's get that harvest gold out. We've got a 6 minus 21. Minus 21. That just kind of looked random. All right. So 6 minus 21, that's going to give me a minus 15, right? Oh, gosh, I got to switch colors. Okay. And then we bring down the equal and the 5x. And guess what? 2-step. So, oh, well, 2-step, but 2-step a little different, right? So once again, we got to break my rule of trying to make the x's be on the left, because if we brought that 5x over, then we have a 0, and it's just going to look funny. So let's go ahead and move that 4x by subtracting 4x from both sides. We can do that. We can be flexible, right? Rewrite the negative 15. 5x minus 4x is 1x, or just x, and we're done. We could have put the 1x, but then we would have had one more step to say negative 15 divided by 1 is negative 15. We don't need that. I can't believe it. We made it. All right, go ahead, get your Delta math done. You all rock, and I will see you in the next unit's video. And let me end this. Bye.